Hi, I'm Crystal. So today's video is going to work our arms and our upper back. It's going to be the opposite video from the arms pushing or the push-ups and the tricep workout that we did. So this will also help correct a little bit of posture and strengthen in between the shoulder blades for all of the times we're driving in a car or sitting at a desk or hunched forward picking up kids. So it's a good one for that realignment of your spine as well. So let's go ahead and start in a standing forward fold, and we'll begin warming up the spine first. So let's go ahead and begin in a standing forward fold. Place your feet under your hips, relax your back, bend your knees as needed, because to breathe in and out through your nose. Lift your belly up towards your spine. If it feels good on your low back, you can start alternating, bending your left knee and your right knee a couple times. Walk your hands out in front of you, extend your spine, pull the crown of your head towards the front of your mat, and then curl back in. Starting to warm up the spine a little bit. Let's do it one more time. Extend the spine, gaze forward, engage your back muscles, bring your hands to your hips, squeeze your elbows together, and then extend your hands overhead and fold back in, tucking the chin, squeezing the belly. Looking back up on your next inhale, plant your hands and step back to high plank, moving through chaturanga, lower halfway, come through and up to up dog, and then lift your hips back to down dog. Breathe. Immediately step your right foot up. We're going to rise up into warrior one. Bend your elbows behind your back, keeping a nice extended spine. Reach up towards the sky and bend your elbows 5 times, counting and following your breath. So we're warming up the back of our shoulder blades here and the back of our shoulders. So every time you squeeze, try and lift your heart towards the ceiling and pull those elbows behind you just a little more. Last one, press right out into warrior two. In warrior two, we're going to squeeze our pinkies behind us. Same thing, pressing through the back of the shoulders, trying to keep your arms straight and keep the shoulders away from the ears. If they come up, just take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Drop your shoulders. Let's go right into the other side. Keep breathing. Straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, reach up into warrior one, and then 5 times start to pull those elbows behind you. So option for variation here. If you want to turn your hands backwards so that the pinkies face in towards your ears, and then breathe and pull, engaging the back, keeping the legs bent and strong, and then open into warrior two on the side. Gaze over your left fingertips and then press those arms behind you. Just small, gentle pulses, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, noticing where you feel the work in the muscles. Breathing, and then releasing through your vinyasa. Step back, high plank, exhale all the way to your belly. From here, go ahead and place your hands right underneath your shoulders. Rest your forehead down on the mat, and then take your hands out to either side. Good, getting ready for a couple more upper back strengthening exercises. Lift your arms off the mat like you're flying like an airplane. Yeah, go ahead and check on the hands and see if you can get them as high as your head, and then rest them back down. That's a good check to see how your spine feels. If that feels okay, we'll go ahead and do it again. Take your arms out to the side. Rest your chin on the mat and inhale, lift up. Head up, chest up, arms up, legs up, and maybe adding in a couple little pulses here, lifting your fingertips towards the ceiling and rest back down. Drop your head onto your opposite ear to balance out the neck. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and take our next exercise. Arms straight out in front of you. You're going to press your left hand down into the mat and your right foot. And then you're going to lift the opposite. So you're going to lift your right arm up and your left leg, trying to get more length through the spine, then lift. Switch sides, pulling your hand towards the front of the mat and your foot towards the back of the mat. And we're just going to go ahead and keep on switching. Left, right, left, right. Do a couple more. Left and then right. And then lift both legs and feet off and swim. Left, right, double time. Trying to keep that extended spine, belly into the spine, and relax down. Rest your forehead and breathe. Take your hands behind you and just rest on one ear. For the next exercise, lift your chin back out on the mat. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. And then we're just going to bring our hands overhead, trying to not touch the mat, and pull those elbows back like we did in Warrior One and Warrior Two. Almost like you're swimming. So take your hands overhead, sweep them to the side, bend your elbows, lift up a little higher each time you pull your elbows back, and then just keep sliding your hands right along your side. Overhead, swim them back, and when you're done, rest. Rest on one ear, palms up, and let your back relax. Breathe in and out through your nose, and then get ready to do it again. Take those hands overhead, and then bend your elbows as you lift your chest off the mat. Exhaling, inhale, rest your hands out in front of you, and exhale, pull the elbows back. Each time, see if you can get a little bit higher. Remember to keep your belly button pressed into your spine and your hips pressed down into the mat. You don't want to have any pain in the low back. And then press up to all fours and gently rest in child's pose. If your forehead hits the mat, you can rock it left and right a couple times, relaxing the neck. Making your way into a down dog. Tuck the toes, stretch your spine, tuck your belly up, and gently walk your feet one at a time up to your hands. When you reach your hands, extend your spine, look forward. Grab a hold of your big toes with your peace fingers, and then pull yourself in using a little bit of bicep strength. Rock the weight into the balls of your feet, lift your hips up. In this pose, bend your knees as needed as well, but keep an extended spine, tuck your chin, and pull shoulders away from the ears. To release this pose, come back out the way you went in, extend your spine, cross your ankles, sit down. We're going to have our legs straight out in front of us and start with a gentle twist. Go ahead and bend up your left knee. Brace yourself with your left arm behind you. Reach your right arm high, hook the elbow, and gentle twist through the spine, gaze towards your back shoulder. We're warming up here for archer pose. So let that foot fall open, release, and fold forward towards your right leg. This is a good place to check in with your spine, see how your low back feels, see how your hips feel, and then extend back out. So here's where it gets a little complicated. Listen carefully. We're going to cross your left foot or your left ankle over your right knee. And then you're going to make the letter D with your fingers. You're going to grab your right toe, your right big toe with your left hand, and your left big toe with your right hand. So your first finger goes across all of your toes, and you're grabbing that toe with your thumb and your other three fingers. Like an archer would pull a bow and arrow, you're going to look to your left shoulder, and you're going to pull your foot up, pressing your elbow backwards, using the back of your shoulder blade and your rear deltoid, spinal twist, core is in, using the strength of your arm and the back of your shoulder. Hold and breathe. And then go ahead and release. We'll try the other side. Bend up your right knee and take the twist. Try to stay tall and extended through your spine, chin to your back shoulder. Keep your shoulder blades engaged here, so you don't want your shoulders rounding forward as you twist. Keep a broad chest. And then release. Let your knee fall towards the mat and reach for your left foot. Tuck your chin, forehead to your knee, and stretch your spine. Nice deep breath there. Go ahead and come right back out of it. And we'll try archer pose on this side. So depending on your hip flexibility, that could cause a little bit of weight, which is good, so you can work on that muscle behind your shoulder. And if your foot doesn't go very far, that's okay too. I've been working on this pose for a long time and my foot still doesn't go very far. Make a little bit of progress each time. So I like to pull the position that you would pull a bow and arrow if you were an archer. And then go ahead and grab your big toe with your fingers, leaving your first finger flat across all four toes. Chin to your right shoulder, and then pull those left toes up. Just take a good deep breath there and release. Reach for both feet and hang out in your forward fold. Inhale, look up, extend your spine, pull your heart forward. If you can have a hold of your feet or your ankles or your shins, let's go ahead and use that strength to pull yourself forward and down. Try to press your forehead on your knees. And then release. Come to a comfortable seated position, sit tall, belly in, pelvic wall supported. Namaste.